Hi, I'm Matt Fuller, co-founder and VP of AI and ML products. As Justin said, agents are only as intelligent as the data they can access. And Starburst AI agents have access to all of the data. Let's talk and see about the exciting features we are launching to help teams discover, trust, and activate data for AI faster. We started Starburst in 2017 as an enterprise-ready version of Trino, the fastest high-performance query engine. Since then, we've built out a robust platform with data ingestion tooling to bring all your data into the lake, analytics accelerators to enhance performance on top of open source Trino, data products and governance functionality to securely collaborate with internal users, external customers, and now AI agents, all on top of an open, interoperable, bring your own storage approach. Today, we're excited to announce the latest addition to our complete end-to-end data platform for applications and AI workflows. Our vision is data to the power of AI instantly. And what do we mean by this? As the AI conversation has accelerated in recent years, we've heard a set of consistent problems from enterprises around the globe when taking their AI from proof of concept or test stage to a scalable, productivity-enhancing intelligence layer. These problems all start with data. First, AI can't learn or train on what it can't reach. General purpose AI wasn't trained on critical proprietary data, like real-time data or intellectual property. General purpose AI lags the real world. General purpose AI doesn't know your enterprise. And general purpose AI doesn't know how to follow your governance policies. Second, AI is not resulting in business value, and the root cause is lack of collaboration. IT controls infrastructure, but line of business teams understand the business context and what data truly matters. When these teams operate in silos, AI models lack relevance, trust, and real-world applicability. AI stays stuck in endless proof of concepts when IT and businesses struggle to architect and govern the data that support their business needs. Third, AI governance is complex and fractured. AI use cases run sensitive data through various technologies, such as LLMs, embedding models, and vector DBs. This results in an increased surface area for security and governance. Each interaction point must be governed to ensure proper access and cost controls, causing difficulty replicating consistent policies across tools, challenges aligning different tools with sufficient granular control, inconsistent enforcement leading to security gaps and operational overhead. Do these problems sound familiar to you? That's because we've heard these problems across our entire customer footprint, from the largest global enterprises to tech-forward, cloud-native startups. Starburst was built to solve these core problems of data access, collaboration, and governance by providing federated access to all of your data ready for AI from day one, shared self-serve data products with business context, and consistent policy enforcement across unified data. We've been solving these problems for many years. In order to start with AI, you need to solve your data problems first. This is an area we can uniquely help. And now we're announcing new AI capabilities to continue to solve these core data problems better for our customers building the next wave of AI innovation. First, you saw the earlier demo of our Build Your Own AI agent in the air-gapped AI agent concept. Now, we are so excited to announce the built-in Starburst AI agent. The Starburst AI agent allows Starburst users to use natural language to create data products and generate data insights with an AI agent directly embedded within Starburst. Let's run a short demo. For this demo, let's step into the shoes of a regulatory agency leader overseeing pharmaceutical manufacturing. Her responsibility is to identify trends to help inform industry stakeholders of emerging areas of concern and help drive policies that address real-world manufacturing issues observed during inspections. She has always had access to data and reports and records collected globally by agency auditors from routine and for-cause inspections. However, she has always relied upon data analysts in her team and data scientists in cross-functional teams to extract insights and analytics from the data. Coupled with challenges around data discovery and data understandability, this was a time-consuming process. Virtually any data-related question, whether small or large, urgent or not, required support from staff that were also supporting organizational data needs. This significantly hampers her ability to explore data and generate and validate hypotheses around industry trends quickly. Using the data set gathered by regulatory agency auditors, we're going to explore how the Starburst AI agent can help quickly address both data discovery and data interrogation challenges. Ensuring data is documented for efficient discovery and easy comprehension is a major challenge. No one wants to spend days or hours documenting every schema, every table, and every column. It's not unusual for data to be only partially documented due to the sheer amount of information needed for easy consumption. Coincidentally, this was also the same reason enterprise data cannot be used by AI. We can use the Starburst AI agent with data products to do the heavy lifting for us. Here we have the inspection data set. Using the Starburst AI agent with a few user interactions, AI is able to create a draft of data documentation for a data steward. It creates business documentation for all the entities from the data product down to each individual column. Rather than creating each piece of information, the data steward quickly goes into a review and editor role, eliminating the vast majority of upfront work. Once the documentation is in an acceptable form, the data steward saves it and the semantic meaning becomes available to everyone in the organization. AI helps scale shared understanding of data and enables our regulatory agency leader to find and understand the data. But that's not all. What makes well-documented data products useful for self-serve analytics is also what makes them valuable for AI. In a few clicks, not only has the data steward helped up-level the organizational understanding of the data, he has also increased the value of the data for AI. Both the organization and AI now know that this data set originates from routine pharma manufacturer inspections, and that it contains citation, inspection, and batch process records. Now that our data product is documented, anyone, including the regulatory agency leader, can take advantage of this data set using the Starburst AI agent. Our leader can ask the integrated Starburst AI agent questions about the data in a language that she and all her peers can understand. No code, no data chops, SQL optional. Let's ask the following question. What were the most common inspection issues found in 2022 for an unnamed generic drug that merit industry awareness or policy guidance? Our agent provides an opportunity for a human in the middle to review the SQL statements that will help answer the question. Most users will continue on, but SQL-savvy users have the opportunity to review and edit the statement manually or with AI. The agent displays the results of the statement in the insights generated. The agent analyzes the data and discovers notable patterns in both areas of process and safety for this specific generic drug. Without the need to write code or waiting for data practitioners, the regulatory official has the information about a potential trend and can ask follow-up questions to expand her hypothesis and start to plan how to provide guidance to the industry. What's powerful about the Starburst AI agent is that it doesn't stop at documentation and immediate insight generation. The data products we create here can go on to power downstream workflows, from self-service analytics or even external agents trained on your trusted data. It's accessible. Anyone on the team who can use plain English to ask questions or to validate hypotheses. This uplevels the typical business user to be less reliant on data practitioners that might have a laundry list of other priorities that slow down their velocity. It's collaborative. The more teams use it, the better the ecosystem gets. You get more documentation, stronger data products, and smarter insights, which in turn feed even better questions and usage. And most importantly, it's governed. Because these aren't just ad hoc queries, they're secure, reusable, and trackable data assets built with your enterprise standards in place from start. So we've seen how the built-in AI agent makes it easy to document and explore your data using natural language. But what really unlocks the ability to build your own AI agent on top of Starburst is AI search. With AI search, you can search across iceberg tables using both vector similarity and full text matching. This means you're not limited to just structured fields. You can retrieve insights from free text audit notes, inspection narratives, and other unstructured or semi-structured data. This is the foundation for retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, and it's what lets you build domain-specific intelligence on top of your own enterprise data. I just demoed our Starburst AI agent. So what's happening behind the scenes of that built-in Starburst AI agent? Starburst AI Search is one of those tools it uses to retrieve and reason over unstructured inspection data at scale. Let's take a look at another regulatory question that a leader might ask. The agency has jurisdiction over all pharmaceuticals coming into the United States. Because pharmaceutical manufacturing takes place all over the world under different laws and sovereignties, there's value in identifying emerging manufacturing issues outside of the US. Let's ask another question, this time using a different, more advanced LLM. Based on the available pharmaceutical manufacturing data in 2022, what potential manufacturing issues do you see outside of the United States? The agent retrieves all of the data and using AI search then hones in the concept of pharma manufacturing issues using Starburst AI search. And wow, we get an extremely comprehensive report back from the agent. We see a table of manufacturing issues that the LLM found with high frequency. Lowered product impurities potentially leading to shortened shelf life and increased recall risk. Low batch yield potentially leading to a higher manufacturing cost and environmental burden. We even get information about what might be more acceptable result in suggested industry guidance to address the observed issues. Further, the agent provides guidance on how manufacturers can comprehensively address these emergent issues. While further analyses are necessary, what traditionally would have taken days or even weeks to obtain directional guidance is now done in seconds. Again, no coding required. AI search brings powerful new access to your data. You can search unstructured content like PDFs, audit logs, and free text stored as embeddings, all inside Iceberg on object storage, in the cloud or on-premise. It also enables true collaboration. Anyone who knows SQL can create their own or collaborate on retrieval augmented generation workflows that can effectively leverage free-form text data to answer even the most complex questions that require a human touch. And it's all governed through a single control point in Starburst. You don't need to manage a separate vector database or worry about inconsistent policies. So far, we've seen how the AI agent supports regulatory leaders with natural language access to data, and how AI search helps teams work with unstructured content using vector search. Now we turn to a second role, the regulatory analyst. In our pharmaceutical scenario, this is the person writing SQL every day to answer questions, validate findings, and uncover compliance trends. With AI SQL functions, analysts can use large language models directly within SQL queries. This includes flexible prompt-based functions for generating custom responses, as well as built-in tools for common tasks like summarization, classification, and content extraction. There is no need to manage models or write code in another language. These functions work across all data accessible through Starburst, making it easier for teams to move from raw data to insights in a single step. Now let's step into the shoes of the data analyst in the regulatory agency scenario that we've been inhabiting. This person is responsible for both generating insights for his leadership and generating reports. Can't he just use the Starburst agent? In many cases, absolutely. However, sometimes insights and analytics require a human touch. So let's say he wants to identify safety and process violation patterns in various manufacturing cohorts. Depending on how the data is structured, this may require SQL. He's able to divide the data between manufacturers that had mandatory, voluntary, or no actions mandated by our auditors. Then using a prompt function that allows him to ask any questions of his data to an LLM, he is able to identify manufacturing insights for each cohort. While this demo focuses on the initial insight generation, he can cache this information and carry out further analysis on similarities and differences between the cohort. The outcome of this allows regulatory leaders to determine if citations and actions are being consistently performed by the agency or not. Out of the box, we also provide additional LLM SQL functions such as classification, sentiment analysis, and data masking. All are easy to use and can be used with the LLM of your choice. Let's look at another example now in the analytics space. We now want to see global patterns to see if different regions of the world require different guidances and recommendations for industry. We're going to now classify the inspection citation as a safety or process issue. For good measure, we're also going to see what cannot be classified. By using the LLM function classify on the citation, we can easily apply a classification to the data. For the purposes of this demo, we'll use a small set of data. Note how each of the citations have been classified. This doesn't stop here. For larger data sets that require more LLM processing time, we can leverage Starburst to cache the data. When BI tools such as Tableau or Power BI connect to this, the data analyst doesn't incur the additional AI cost. Starburst has already done the heavy lifting and your BI tool can reuse this. Here's an example in Tableau of the full data set on a map. We can quickly see that North America, the EU, and most Asian nations are encountering process issues, whereas safety issues are a more significant issue in the rest of the world. This can help drive the right areas for the agency to provide industry policy and guidance on. We've effectively upskilled both technical and non-technical users. AI SQL functions bring the power of large language models directly into the hands of SQL users. No infrastructure, no handoffs, no waiting. From an access standpoint, you can now prompt an LLM against all of your data, wherever it lives, with full support for structured, unstructured, and semi-structured sources. On the collaboration side, teams no longer need to route requests through the data science or ML engineering pipeline just to summarize, classify, or extract insight. SQL users can move faster and stay in flow, acting as SQL developers, not prompt engineers. And it is all governed. SQL users still operate within Starburst role-based or attribute-based access controls, ensuring that security and auditability stay consistent across your organization. As we've built these AI features, it became clear that customers want flexibility, the ability to bring their own models and use the providers they trust. But with that flexibility comes a new challenge. How do you control which models are used, who can access them, and how often they're called, especially when costs and data sensitivity are on the line? That's why we're introducing two governance capabilities for model usage in Starburst: model access control and model management. Back to our pharmaceutical regulator scenario. As a regulator, my analysts are often working with sensitive data. It can be easy to accidentally use private and proprietary data to generate insights. That's why governance matters and why you also need it for models. It's not just about getting results, it's about making sure the right people are using the right models for the right tasks. With model access control, I can define which user roles are allowed to access which LLM endpoints. For certain tasks that involve sensitive or potentially market-moving information, I'll restrict analysts to an on-prem hosted model rather than risk exposure to the public cloud. These policies are role-aware, model-aware, and fully configurable, ensuring that sensitive data is protected. As usage grows, I need visibility into how models are being used. Model management provides real-time metrics like token counts, cost breakdowns, and usage by user or team. This helps me spot unusual activity, like a sudden spike in costs or an unexpected call to a cloud model that should be restricted. Together, model access control and model management gives us the governance foundation to operationalize AI safely and securely, especially when working with regulatory-grade data. Model access management gives you flexibility without sacrificing control. From an access perspective, you can connect to any model provider you choose, whether it is a public service like OpenAI or a private endpoint hosted internally. On the collaboration front, your teams can safely use LLMs in their workflow without the risk of cost overruns or accidental misuse. And it is all governed from a single point inside Starburst with role-based controls, usage limits, and model visibility fully integrated into the platform. It is the control panel your AI strategy needs to scale with confidence. Before we close, there's one more way we can help customers accelerate their AI journey. Our professional services team offers the Data to AI Readiness Blueprint, a strategic engagement designed to help you align your data infrastructure with your AI goals. Whether you are just getting started or scaling AI across the enterprise, we assess your current architecture, identify critical gaps, and deliver a clear roadmap to move from concept to impact faster. We help you unlock secure, governed access to all your data, ensure your environment is optimized for AI workloads, and tie it all back to business objectives. If your goal is to build trusted, collaborative AI across teams, this is how you set the foundation to do it right. What you've seen today is how enterprises can scale AI the right way, grounded in the data foundation. With Starburst AI Agent and AI workflows, we are making it easier for organizations to unlock insight across all of their data using the tools their teams already know. And it all comes back to the three pillars that shape everything we build: access across all data platforms and models, collaboration so business users and analysts and engineers can move faster together with AI they can trust and actually use, and governance with full control over usage, cost, and security, all managed in one place. This is how Starburst brings data to the power of AI instantly, and we are excited to help you take the next step.